4 minutes. It's going to be more like a minute and a half. I'll kill the theme song here in about a minute and a half.
The face of fear on everyone you meet. They come on the street and give their lives. We are the people. They won't take us alive.
All right. Cut the music. Cut my music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. Man, my camera is just out of whack. It's Miles Culture Plate. I'm your host, Mild Kevin Miles. Let's get that damn text off the screen. Wow, folks. I'm your host, Mild Kevin Miles. This is Miles Culture Plate. It is Saturday, January 25th, 2025, 12525. And you are locked in for an hour of late and tarded. Hang on, let me do something here. Social overlay. Boom. Let's get some words all over the screen, can we? There we go. All right. So, yeah, I'm late. I went to a family gathering a few towns over. And of course, on the way back, ran into some issues, had to get a family member to, help out with the issue. And we got that taken care of, got back on the road, got home. And here we are. I tried to do a little bit of research for the show. Usually I'm sitting at my computer for about 2 hours before the program to get a bunch of links ready. I'm not quite sure how much of the hour the links I have ready are going to kill. So let's do this. Let's browse Google News real quick just to see what kind of Trump derangement we can find on the Google News feed for the United States. Let's see. Trump ousts inspector generals and DEI fallout. Something about videos of Tuskegee airmen. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get into the LA wildfire stuff. Trump visited LA this week. By the way, over in the chat on YouTube, we do have Shut Up I Can Cook Cookie showing up. You can see her messages up on the screen. If you want to come in and say hi, whoever you are, wherever you are, come on in, say hello, get your toast. Cheers and welcome. Cheers and welcome to Cookie. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. White boys love them, but what? But what? I'm not on white people time today. What are you gonna do? Trump again demands to buy Greenland in horrendous call with Danish PM. This is from The Guardian. Let's go ahead and look into that. The Danes are in crisis mode after U.S. president's call with Prime Minister Frederiksen. Speaking to Financial Times, officials said Trump, then still president-elect, spoke with Frederiksen for 45 minutes last week, during which he described to be aggressive and confrontational about Frederiksen's refusal to sell Greenland to the United States. Financial Times reports that according to 5 current and former senior European officials who were briefed on the call, the conversation was horrendous. One person said, quote, "He was very firm. It was a cold shower." It was a cold shower. Before, it was hard to take it seriously, but I do think it is serious and potentially very dangerous. Another person who was briefed on the call told the outlet the intent was clear. They want it. The Danes are now in crisis mode. Someone else said, quote, "The Danes are utterly freaked out by this." According to one former Danish official, the call was, quote, "very tough conversation in which Trump, quote, threatens specific measures against Denmark, such as targeted tariffs." Trump has previously said that the U.S. needs to control Greenland and refused to rule out using U.S. military force to take over the territory. During the press conference a few weeks ago, Trump said that the U.S. needed Greenland, quote, "for economic security." The island is rich in oil and gas, as well as various raw materials for green technology. All right. We're going to go ahead and cancel that right there. Hey, we need Greenland, folks. Look, I don't care one way or another, but yeah, maybe let's not invade Greenland. Let's see. Let's go back to the Google News feed real quick. Let's see what else we can find. They were waiting for flights, then Trump closed a door to Afghan allies. Okay, well, yeah, we don't need the Afghan refugees here. U.S. officials push to exempt Ukraine from Rubio's foreign aid freeze. I mean, yeah. I did see where Trump said that the Biden administration had not fulfilled their promise to send a bunch of weapons to both Israel and Ukraine, and that he was going to send the weapons that Israel needed. I'm not sure about Ukraine. Uh, Trump leans into his pledge to eliminate taxes on tips at a Las Vegas rally. All right. Again, Palisades fire stuff, Politico having their Trump derangement syndrome stuff. Trump reverses Biden actions to protect abortion access. Yeah, fuck that. Get the fuck out. And we'll talk a little bit about that too. Cookie says, white supremacist chat mild showing what he want y'all to see. I mean, you could literally see all your chats in the upper right hand corner of the screen. You can literally see it all. Every chat from Twitch, from Rumble and YouTube and locals. They're all up there. Like, yeah, you shouldn't cuss. Yeah, she said cussing. Cussing now. Well, watch your fucking mouth. Uh Still not banned here says I refreshed and my chat disappeared. Uh-oh. Well, welcome and cheers. Still not banned here. Good having you around. Yeah, that shit happened to me the other day too on the Rumble app. The Rumble app on Android. Not sure what happened. Yes, I'm a dirty Android user. And by the way, yes, I'm wearing the gayest garment known to man, the sweater vest. Never wear a sweater vest, even if you're at a family winter gathering. Don't wear a sweater vest. But hey, what can I say? I kind of pulled it off today. Yes, I own a sweater vest. Why do I own a sweater vest, y'all? Demon's Wrath says, "What's up, yos and hoes? Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you." Demon's Wrath says the sweater vest is very libertarian chic. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you see this article here, Trump administration seeking more planes for deportations. There was this media narrative. There was a couple media narratives in the days since the inauguration now about the deportations. So after Trump was inaugurated, There was this article. Let me bring this up here. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this shit. They were doing this shit. Let me show this. This is what the CPB1 app shows for Evelyn Vasquez in Ciudad Juarez. She arrived at 4 a.m. with her 3 kids and had a CPB1 appointment at 1 p.m. The app now says existing appointments through CPB1 are no longer valid. An appointment with what? And in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico? Because here's the thing, like the CPB offices, the United States CPB offices. Now remember, this is January 20th, 2025, which was a national holiday in the United States of America. Federal offices are closed. Now, I don't know about Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. I mean, I would assume that American federal government diplomacy offices would also be closed during American holidays. But again, we get this sob story of all of these migrants who are crying. So yeah, let's just tear up the Constitution. We got crying migrants, y'all. Just tear it up. We don't need a Constitution when we got crying migrants. What did I do? What is going on with my window now? So you had that media narrative. And then, of course, you have this. Let me Google this real quick. Then you had this put out by NBC. Mexico refuses to accept a U.S. deportation flight. Okay, but this is misleading, right? This is supposed to make people think, "Oh, Mexico's not going to take their migrants back." Yeah, that's not the case. It was just one. There was like a paperwork issue on the plane itself, and yeah, they had already accepted 4 more planes, accepted like hundreds of thousands. Well, I mean not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds of refugees back across the border. So this idea that, oh my God, ha ha ha, people on Twitter were like, ha ha ha, it's not gonna work. Bullshit. Okay, so back to the chat here. Okay. Oh, Demon's Rest said librarian, not libertarian. Oh, so I am gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gay. Still not banned here says I don't care what anyone says. Sweater vests are cute sometimes, at least for women. Oh no. Hey, welcome, Sanglant 86. Good. Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you around. I want to say I saw you in somebody's chat yesterday. I don't remember who, but I know you're out there, brother. And love seeing your support across Rumble. You support a lot of cool dudes here. And I'm sure the rest of you do too. I don't, I run into so many of you in the wild, right? Bill Dozer, Sanglant. I mean, a lot of you. I run into you on other people's channels, super chatting in or chatting in. Love seeing the support for Rumble. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what this is. I just happened to go to another tab that had Twitter open and saw this shit. Oh my god. Yeah, Demon's Wrath says, yeah, let Cookie know that the homies are over in the Rumble chat. I mean, but that's the great thing about having Rumble Studio have all the chats on the screen because y'all could like talk to each other. y'all could see each other on here. I love Rumble. Rumble brings us all together as one big happy family. Ooh, there's some spicy stuff on the internet today. I love it. Okay, so I just happened to bump into this literally just now when I was flipping into another chat. And we got to cover this. We got to cover this because this is another narrative, right? We got all of this immigration talk, right? And you have all these leftists who are just racist as fuck. And this is the kind of shit they're putting out. Let's look at this. Who could have seen this coming?
Uh huh.
I have good news and bad news. This grape is gonna go up in value. What was the price?
It's the peak of the citrus harvest season in Kern County right now, but the industry is taking a hit after immigration agents conducted several operations last week.
Paisanos,
Friends,
así se mira ahora en los traques, mira.
look at this
Vacío.
now.
Sin ni un trabajador.
Nobody working.
I've been saying for a long time that the smartest thing Donald Trump could do when he took office is nothing. Just take credit for an economy on the rise and go fuck off and play golf and just
Oh God, listen to this. Hey, speak of the devil, I mentioned Bill Dozer's name and he pops right up into the chat over on Rumble to let us know he's lurking. Cheers and welcome, Bill Dozer. Good seeing you. Just realized I left my vapes in my satchel. Still not banned here says, yeah, I've already seen people in chats like, oh, Trump's already increased the price of eggs. No, eggs are insane. Eggs were insane before Trump took office. But anyway, so yeah, this is the narrative now. Look, oh, prices are already out of control. Look what Trump's done. Oh, look, people aren't working on houses. Yeah, because they're probably out spending all their money. But yeah, I hopefully if this is migrant labor they're talking about, they did deport them. Yeah, go hire Americans, motherfucker.
just let people hoodwinked by his economy propaganda praise him for all the post-COVID economic recovery Joe Biden's been doing for 4 years. Real wages are up. Unemployment's down. Interest rates are coming
That Joe
down.
Biden has been
Inflation's
doing.
back to pre-COVID. Look at how good Donald Trump's doing.
This
But
guy,
instead,
oh my God, this guy is such on copium.
Donald Trump's going to be a xenophobe, deport an enormous portion of our labor force, and cost
Hey, dipshit. MS-13's not working on your roof. MS-13's not picking your grapes. Trende Aragua isn't washing dishes at Applebee's. Fucking people.
are going to balloon as a result. And the people aforementioned hoodwinked by his propaganda are going to look at him, hopefully, and be like, what the fuck? I thought you were going to.
Okay. Cookie. $9 for eggs, hard pass. No. Leave the inner city. Drive 10 miles outside of town and find a chicken farm. Pay them $10 for a dozen eggs. Keep doing that. Keep doing it over and over and over again. Then, when eggs in your grocery store down the street are $20 a dozen, that farmer's still going to be charging you 10. You know why? Because they're outside the system. They're outside the corporate controlled bullshit that puts everyone else out of business. And why? Because you kept them in business. Yeah, quit buying eggs at the grocery store. Quit buying eggs at your local hormone factory. Sanglin's like, yeah, Bill Dozer's like Beetlejuice. Say his name 3 times in the dark and he comes through the mirror to steal your construction equipment. Oh, still not banned here. Someone's saying she couldn't afford eggs and had to get vegan eggs. And Demon's Wrath saying where I'm at, it's $4.19 a dozen. Yeah, where I'm at, it's like $4.50 a dozen. I pay like $5.50 a dozen for cage-free farm eggs from a farm. But again, I'm in the Midwest. There's farms like crazy out here. There's competition like crazy. Like actual chicken is kind of hard to get at some of these farms at a decent price. And I still get some chicken at the grocery store, but yeah, all my pork, beef, and eggs all come from farms. Hey, Cookie wants to move to Oklahoma. Hell yeah. Move to Oklahoma. Still not banned here says maybe she meant they weren't available. I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, that could be a thing too. But anyway, here we go. Yeah, so the price of everything is going to go up. Well, yeah, I just covered this on my last show. You're going to have to pay Americans to do it. And the companies will. Why? Because there's not going to be foreigners to do the job, and we're still going to have a demand for it. But you know what? Everything else is going to be cheaper, and all of our wages are going to improve. Cookie says $10 a dozen. She stopped buying them. And then still not banned here says those small ones suck. Definitely an obvious difference in quality. Now, one thing I will say, getting eggs from the farm, I do get like varying sizes. Like like a quarter of the dozen will be the big ass jumbo eggs, and some of them will be kind of small. You know, but that's what you get what you pay for. You're paying for eggs that are handpicked by actual farmers, not ones that are fucking genetically modified from these muscle-bound hens that are on a timer with all these machines and plop, 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 and they go through a factory with the conveyor belt and separated by size. And, you know, we don't have to worry about all that shit. We don't have to worry about all that shit. It's not that deep. All right. Let me move on from this because I've got a few other things to rant about. But needless to say, all the narratives are still out there. They're getting worse. They're getting worse. Everyone's got to make up lies about how dangerous Trump is. But you know, Trump is dangerous. Trump is dangerous. Why? Because Trump's not gonna fucking babysit you. He's not gonna promise to wipe your ass. He's not gonna promise to pay for your college. And he's not going to promise to pay for your Secret Service, your security detail. Here's Donald Trump in North Carolina talking about what he's trying to do for the residents of North Carolina. And what does the media want to talk about? The safety of Anthony Fauci.
Yeah.
Mr. President, the security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, and I'm wondering if you have any comment on that.
About what?
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, sir. Do you have a comment?
No.
Really? These are the important issues of our day for our media to be asking Donald Trump.
Oh, I think, when you work for government, at some point your security detail comes off. And, you can't have them forever. So I think it's very standard. If it would be for somebody else, you wouldn't be asking the question. The question is very fair. But,
yeah, we're not paying.
Government, we took some.
Look, Fauci made sure a lot of us were no longer safe. Why should we continue to pay to make sure Anthony Fauci is safe? Still not banned here. I'm so glad he went there first and right away. Yes. North Carolina, hell yeah. He's got much respect. He went to North Carolina. He went to L.A. I hear today he was in Las Vegas talking about the no taxes on tips, baby. Let's just keep winning.
Come off other people too. But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you work for government.
Other people too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Do you feel partially responsible if something were to happen to, say, Dr. Fauci
No.
or John Bolton?
Would you feel personally responsible, you, Donald Trump, responsible, if something were to happen to Anthony Fauci or John Bolton? Because John Bolton was yet another former federal government employee who had their security detail removed by the Secret Service under the Trump administration. Bulldozer says Fauci can eat all the bags of dicks. Fauci can eat all the bags of beagle dicks. Yes, all the bags of beagle dicks. Right to Anthony Fauci.
No.
And John Bolton, fuck you, John Bolton. The man never met a war he wanted to send other people's kids to die in. Fuck that guy.
You know, they all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security, too. All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money.
Fauci made a lot of money.
They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
Okay, so yeah, that thank you to Alex Jones and Fox News for that clip. Man. Whew. Whew. I mean, it's true. Fauci has been in the government for several decades, just eating up taxpayer money and shitting out shitty health policies and torturing people and killing people. Allegedly causing the deaths of people. Let me put it that way. Because we are on Twitch, we are on YouTube, and we might be on Facebook. It says we're on Facebook, but I can't find myself on Facebook for some reason. So yeah, Trump, yes, went to North Carolina. He also went to LA. Let's see a little bit of the exchange between Trump and the mayor of LA, right? Yeah, mayor of LA. Just making sure this wasn't the fire chief. Yeah, no, is the mayor of LA. Let's see a little bit of this back and forth here.
But we want you to be safe. We want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can.
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family,
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
and they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours. And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract
If
that's going to charge him
want to build-
$25,000 to do his lot. I think you have emergency powers just like I do. And I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked,
signed
I
an
mean, you have a
emergency
very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and
Yes.
you can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
You will be able to go back
We
soon.
think within a week.
That's a long time a week.
Within a
I'll be
week.
honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people to
time.
be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched
Okay, but
hundreds of.
still not banned here. Yeah, I saw this. What are you keeping them safe from? Yeah, you're keeping them safe from themselves. And look, a lot of people. What did I just do with that? Okay, a lot of people are saying, no, it's your house. Why wouldn't you be able to remove your own debris? Well, this is why. January 15th. Health officer, this is LA Public Health. Health officer has issued an order prohibiting the cleanup or removal of fire debris at damaged or burnt properties located in critical fire areas until A hazardous materials inspection is completed by an approved government agency. And I heard there's a phone call you have to make. Here you go. These materials pose a risk to health if inhaled or handled improperly. Per the order, properties with damaged or destroyed structures are not allowed to remove hazardous fire debris without county approval. The EPA. You have to, step one, you got to get the EPA to remove the hazardous waste if you have some. And then step two, you have fire debris removal. Owners of destroyed structures will have the opportunity to participate in a government-sponsored program to have their properties cleared of fire debris. And then here you go. Property owners who elect to opt out of the government program will be required to obtain county approval prior to removing fire debris. Once the debris process removal process is complete, rebuilding can begin. So yeah, you've got to call the county. But it's a conspiracy theory, folks. It's a conspiracy theory when Trump is saying this shit.
The people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing. And I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And the permit's going to take them. Everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months.
Okay, we got Billdozer 74 saying she tried to do an alpha move when they shook hands. He didn't budge. She pulled herself closer to him. Don't try to manhandle the Donald. Cookie says the founders would never allow this insanity. Still not banned here, saying people can handle smoke inhalation or possible cuts, whatever, to get their damn safes. And we got Eowyn Faramir. Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you in the chat on Rumble. Then saying, hello guys, I haven't been here in a coon's age. Not sure what a coon's age is. But so there's a little clip that was in that where he asks her how long it's going to take, and she says a week. Let's go to a different clip that's got that part cut out here.
And we are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again. You mentioned a couple of things in terms of us expediting. So I signed executive directives right away so that we could cut the red tape. We could get people back building as fast as possible.
But yet you added more red tape. The county did. You're the mayor. If the county, again, the mayor and the county should be on the same page. And the governor, where the fuck is the governor in all this?
And we're going to continue doing that.
Yeah, the one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No, that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope you're right.
You can hold me to it.
There's 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be they should be able to do it. They should be able to start tonight.
No,
that will not be the case. You know first.
That's not the case. So she's telling him that's not the case. Here's the director of public works, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the director of public works.
Working to get that pad ready for reconstruction. What we know from experience, and Colonel's on the line too, he can answer this. We know that the first phase will take some time. Phase 1 will take up to 3 months, maybe even longer, 6 months to get the toxics off. At the same time that is occurring, we'll be coming behind you with the process of debris removal. The debris removal can take up to 18 months, Supervisor.
Is that not what the man just said? Is that not what the man just said? Now you got your own public works director here saying the same thing.
And I'm going to stop there because I want to make sure everybody hears that clearly. I know we want to set expectations, and I said at the beginning, I'm going to tell you what I know when I know it.
Okay, so,
Right now,
sorry.
Okay. Trump says 18 months. She says, no, we can start immediately. This guy's saying, no, we need to focus as the government on removing the toxic stuff first. And as we're doing that, we'll have another team start to remove debris. But ultimately, it's going to take 18 months. And Trump says 18 months. She's like, no. Don't scare my citizens. You know, come on. Let's see. What do we got? Billdozer saying the commies aren't people. Still not banned here. Saying her gleeful smile this entire time is so sick. Demon's Wrath. Why do these leftist politicians got to get all passive aggressive when they have to work alongside political opponents? Yeah, I mean, excuse me. Just have a modicum of honesty. Just a modicum of honesty. Not everything needs to be a fight. Which, by the way, let me here in a little bit. Remind me to talk about Mitch McConnell. By the way. Someone actually freaking said something along the lines of, "We don't need to hear about our side needs punishing our policies to him today." And then Ewan Faramir, "It's me, a female, not an evil one like that, biatch." And speaking of biatches, Cookie's accusing me of racism again. And then Demon's Wrath says, "Not evil in the same regard, perhaps." Okay, so let's get to the title of the show here, and the news article that spawned it. We've been seeing videos. Let me do. Where is it? Did I load up that video? I did not load up that video. Oh God, no, I'm not trying to start that video. Okay, this one. We've been seeing videos like this the past week. Really, for the past 3 months, we've been seeing this. But let's see what this chick has to say here.
I know there are gay people who voted for Trump, but I just know the ones in my life don't feel safe.
Okay. Do you see the key word here? Feel. You got Donald Trump traveling across the country from coast to coast, from North Carolina to LA to Las Vegas to Washington, D.C., signing executive orders, meeting with people, figuring out how to get the problems of America taken care of, trying to get his Secretary of Defense confirmed. By the way, congratulations, Secretary Hegseth. Congratulations, Christy Nome. Trying to figure out how to get this border secure, get these migrants deported. And these people want us to make policy about their feelings. Feelings don't change a world. Actions do.
And that makes me really sad. So I know if I
Real quick, let's go to the chats for just a second. Irwin Faramir says, "I'm evil in the sense I say we subsidize American married households so they have babies instead of a bajillion other imported peoples." Cookie says, "LOL." Still not banned here. They punish themselves with poor decisions. It was a ridiculous comment and a waste of time. Demon's Wrath says, "I see the benefit of such a proposal, but I'm worried we know all too well the types of females who would take advantage of that policy." Yeah. You see it right here. She's got a ring on that finger. It looks like it's her right hand, maybe. Maybe the camera's flipped. because she is, I don't know, it looks like she might be driving.
I'm scared.
Or is this one of those things where you film yourself in your passenger seat on your lunch break outside of a drugstore, acting like you're concerned about something when actually, yeah, you're just.
As a heterosexual white woman in America, I can't imagine what everyone else is feeling. So
Cookie says white
anyway,
women are
it's a
insane.
fucking hard day. I hate playing this game. I hate it. I need you all to just like wear a shirt that you're proud of what you picked, so I know who to not interact with. So I know who the
like
safe
a yellow
people are
star.
not.
You again, these people.
And if you've decided after all of this that
we
this
need
isn't
to
what
identify you.
you wanted it to be, then you need to just like step the fuck.
And look, the same people that are like, oh yeah, please wear your Trump shirt so I can identify you. These are the same people saying, oh my God, hang on, let me just stop this whole rant right here. And when I say they're the same people, they're not literally the same people. But oh my God, the Trump derangement. On the one hand, the Trump derangement is saying things like that. And on the other hand, where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. I know I replied to it. I thought I did. Excuse me. Oh, where is it? This. Oh my God. Let's show this. Okay, so on the one hand, you as a Trump supporter, you need to be identified. She needs to be able to identify you so she knows who to be afraid of. Meanwhile, why do you want people to show them your papers? MAGA, why you want to make people show their papers? Yeah. Yep. That's where we're at, folks. Band here says, yeah, congrats. Heart us. That was nice to see today. Yeah. And Cookie again says, founders knew not to give women the vote. Irwin Farmer says, Demon's Wrath true, but they will be American. Well, we'll get into that again here in just a minute. Pay Americans to marry? No. I don't know about all that. This is part of my problem with the way marriage is set up in America, and we can get into that debate here in a few minutes. Demon's Wrath says, prisons are full of Americans, the kind birthed by those types of females. Yep. Must be a better, more efficient way to promote the goals we want than the easiest ones. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be people's decision. That's the point of freedom. Be free to make the right choice. We got Groiper73 saying, lucky number 7. Don't forget to smash that thumb and share. Cheers and welcome, friend. Good having you in the chat. And Cookie says, white women are insane. But yeah, so on the one hand, you got that chick wanting conservatives identified by what they're wearing in public, and here you have leftists who thinks it's hypocritical for right wingers to not show a vaccine card to eat at a restaurant, but require the normal government documentation that you would need to get a job, to buy a car, to get a bank account. How dare we require that kind of thing from people who are migrants? But anyway, all of this was to lead to this news article right here. Politico. Workers inside federal agencies describe the dark mood. This is from Liz Crampton. Nick Widak, Kevin Bogardus, Nahal Tusi, and Alice Miranda Olstein. Now, when a news outlet like Politico or some of these other news outlets, when you see 5 names on a byline, you're about to hear some thick narrative bullshit. I'm just going to skip through this because we don't have a lot of time left in the show. I've still got to go buy groceries. It's one of the things I was going to do while I was gone earlier, but car broke down, had to be rescued, then had a long drive back from 3 towns over. So I'm going to skim this for some of these few days into Trump's second term. Some federal workers are contemplating quitting. Some fearing they'll be caught up in the White House's purge of diversity programs. Will get the fuck out. Staffer with the EPA said they were cleaning out their inbox and waiting for information about early retirement and buyout programs. Trump 1.0 was bad. I'm already done with 2.0. Hey, get the fuck out. Why are you waiting? Fuck your retirement. If it's that bad, get the fuck out. Fuck your retirement and your buyout. God damn, it's always about pay me. It's always, I'm so afraid, but I'm going to wait for my money. Fuck you. I would love to leave, but I don't know where I'd go, and I'm terrified of not being able to pay the rent and have health care. Oh. So, you think your cushy government job is meant to be your welfare program? Oh, man. Still not bear here says dark mood. Yes, GTFO. Cookie says never got the back. Bulldozer 74 said added a dark bulldozer to his follower emotes. BBB, big black bulldozer. BBB. Yeah. Cookie didn't get the jab and never got the illness. Still not banned here. The BBB. Roper says join the club, motherfucker. Motherfucker. All right. So yeah, Politico spoke to almost 24 federal workers for this article. Why? And granted anonymity to protect them from retribution for speaking out. Oh, they're just whistleblowers, folks. They're just whistleblowers that want their money and insurance. Most of us are watching cautiously and letting the dust settle. An employee at the Agency for International Development. We know that there's a range of possible outcomes and some people are panicking, but most are taking a wait and see approach. If you hate the man, why do you want to work for him? Why are you waiting? Because you see it as free money. Adding to federal workers' distress, the acting head of Office of Personnel Management, which is effectively the government's HR, instructed agencies to compile lists and promptly determine whether those employees should be retained at the agency. Lists of recent hires, by the way. Yeah, if you've been there for less than 2 weeks, then what's the point of keeping you? In NASA, union membership exploded as part of an effort. So you could have been union members and you decided not to be under Biden. And then you decide to join the union right before the inauguration. Yeah, your fellow union members thank you for the union dues you finally decided to cough up, you fucking scumbags. We'll be tracking how agencies implement these orders and we'll be prepared to file grievances if our contracts are violated. Another EPA employee predicted that no major changes would occur until March when the spending bill runs out. After that, it's a toss up, they said. So again, more fear mongering, though nothing's happening. But you know, we have other federal government employees. Groyper says, yeah, no insurance, no health care. Cookie wants me to stop fucking cussing. And Groyper says no retirement pay. And then Cookie says men in charge now, Trump. Union votes Democrat. All right. But not every federal employee is unhappy. Let's hear what this guy has to say.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people be talking shit about America. Hey, if you don't like America, go to another country, bitch. I love this country. I'll protect this bitch.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service. I love seeing that shit. That's beautiful. So this next thing is probably either a bunch of bullshit or B is not going to go anywhere, but I figured it'd be worth a conversation. You know what? Let me stop that right there. Let me rewind a little bit. You guys wanted to talk about marriage a minute ago. I'll bring up the marriage thing. I don't want to discriminate against single people. Like, we've got a lot of incels and femcells, and granted, they need to be pressured to get married and incentivized. But like, our entire dating structure and courting structure needs to be reformed. If you offer government incentives, it's going to be just like the immigration marriage stuff, the fucking mail order bride stuff. People just get married just to have the government papers and get the government benefits. We do not need to incentivize marriage on a government level. In fact, we need to do away with the incentives the government gave already. If anything, government needs to strengthen just regular traditional family values. But families look a number of different ways, right? But the idea of family values, period, should be promoted by government, not marriage, not on a financial structure. Because then you just have people getting married for the paycheck. And then once they're doing well enough where they don't need the government's money, sorry, sayonara, I'm taking your kid and leaving you alone to fucking starve in a ditch. Yeah, we don't need that shit. Okay. We got some Groyper giving some good emojis for America and Rumble. Still not banned here. Salutes the U.S. and says, thank you for your service, sir. Yeah. And it says people can afford to get married. Are you kidding? Oh, can't afford. Yeah, well, that's the thing. But look, I've long said the problem with marriage in the United States is you're getting lawyers involved, you're getting the government involved, you're getting the families involved, and you want everyone involved in your marriage. But God. Hang on, let me add reverb to that. You want everyone involved in your marriage, but God. Why don't we get all the government, the lawyers, everyone out of the marriage, right? You don't need a license. You don't need to go to your county registrar and your state government offices. You walk into a church with a pastor. You look across at your loved one and say, this is my oath to you. Put this ring on. I swear, so help me God, right? You're swearing the oath to your partner and God. You don't need to swear it to the government. You shouldn't need it. Still not being here laughing. Corporate gives a bullseye and more laughing. All right. So this is what I was wanting to talk about that I said is probably bullshit, but it's worth a philosophical discussion. This probably isn't going to go anywhere, but it's an interesting topic to talk about. HR 238 to amend the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act to clarify that artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, aka computers, can qualify as a medical practitioner eligible to prescribe drugs if authorized by the state involved and approved, cleared, or authorized for the FDA and for other purposes. Introduced by David Schweikert, Republican of Arizona, who the rumor is he's one of his big donors is CVS Drugstore. I haven't dug into that claim very much myself, but this is worth a conversation, at least on a philosophical level, by people on Rumble and people on Twitter. We're getting to this point where AI is kind of able to do these kind of jobs. But how much can it replace of your medical care? Cookie's saying I'm censoring her and she's going to sleep. Okay, well, maybe go get some sleeping pills from an AI doctor. Would you trust like a medical version of Chat GPT to prescribe you the correct drug for your ailment? Chat GPT is not, analyzing your urine sample, giving you a prostate exam, right? ChatGPT doesn't look at your body and in your body. Roper says, hell no, I don't trust human doctors. Well, that's kind of the point. But at least if a human doctor does something wrong, misdiagnoses you, prescribes you the wrong drug, and you have side effects or something serious happen with your health, there's kind of legal avenues to pursue to sue it. Can you sue a software company because their machine learning learned other stuff that they didn't program into it? I mean, this is where we're at as a culture. Machines are taking over. It's still not banned here. Says, yeah, I mean, people taking the legal steps and inquiries, but not even questioning whether it's ethical or damaging to our society long term. And then, yeah, I immediately think, great, another way for robots to kill. And then Groiper says, no, you can't sue Dominion. Yeah, if you can't sue for your vote. Hey, hey, the robot told me to get fentanyl here. Oh, thank you, CVS. Oh. All right, Cookie, you might want to hide your eyes for this next one. Folks, how do you feel about actor Randy Quaid? We're going to get into the funny stuff now. So we're going to do Randy Quaid followed by Love Don't Judge. So if Cookie don't want to stay for these next two, they're degenerate. The next two things are very degenerate. So warning, if you have young family members within view of the screen, within, listening distance, you may turn the volume down, turn the screen away from the youngsters, because we've got some degenerate stuff. So Randy Quaid has had an interesting few years where he's claimed that his life's being ruined by media companies. And he put out a video today just kind of furthering it's the next story in the chapter, so to speak. And I didn't know what I was watching. But boy, the way this video ends.
Hi, I'm Randy Quaid, and this is my wife, Evie. I help.
So, bro, why do you look like you're trying to be some sort of hippie Santa Claus?
Media giants News Corp and Warner Brothers Entertainment earned well over $1 billion for the film's Independence Day and Christmas Vacation. What did I get in return? A Warner Brothers exec, Bruce Berman, stole my house. And News Corp's The New York Post continues to smear me to high heaven with a pack of lies. For good measure, Warner Brothers even had my wife and I falsely arrested 6 times by TMZ. No, for real. That's really how it works. Hashtag PMC.
Okay, Demon's Wrath says his wife looks like Digibro. Let's not talk about what his wife looks like just yet. A little foreshadowing here. Let's not talk about what his wife looks like because things are about to take a turn for the worst. Second says closer to Bin Laden. Fuck yeah. Cookie says good night. And that I got jungle fever. I mean, I got a fever. The only prescription's more cowbell.
C. Police media corruption. Ba-dum! Evie and I have been put through a living hell.
He's about to call someone out.
Biblical proportion. So how do we retaliate? What do we do? Well, I still have a few tricks too. This is the very same shirt that I wore in ID 4 when I saved the world. Another act that Rupert Murdoch still hasn't thanked me for.
Oh, really?
So, Rupert, you want to fuck me? I'm going to fuck you. Evie, put this on.
Bro's not wearing pants. Bro's not wearing pants.
What? Maybe you'll thank me for this.
Okay, and I'm going to stop it right there because we are on Twitch and YouTube. Folks, Randy Quaid's lost his fucking mind. That's all I've got to say about that. And we judge people. We judge people who are like that. We judge people who do that kind of shit. And every Saturday at the end of the show, we have a segment we call Love Does Admonish, where we watch this program called Love Don't Judge, where people complain that they're being judged for their unique relationships. We determine, hey, is there something to this? Still Not Banned here says, yeah, I wasn't expecting gay loving tonight on this program. Yeah. Yeah. I try not to get too graphic, but Seglet says, I mean, I would have went AI. Yeah. Yeah. Just get ChatGPT to generate you in an image standing behind Rupert Murdoch. Like, we don't need the graphic visual of you and your wife, dude. But anyway, so Love Don't Judge. It's a YouTube channel. Go watch some of their stuff. It's all interesting to some degree. A lot of it's degenerate. But tonight we're gonna take a look inside the life of this couple who say that they are being perhaps unfairly judged. This is Love Don't Judge. I breastfeed my husband, so what?
This is Rachel. She fell in love with Alex. Whilst most people only breastfeed their children, this couple do things a little differently.
I originally started breastfeeding my husband Alex on a cruise years ago.
I feel like it's helped my immune system. I haven't really got sick in the past
3 years.
milk flow.
But not everyone believes these benefits are worth it.
You are sick, weird, disturbing.
I don't know why they felt the need to publicize this in the media.
Today,
There you go.
Alex's sister will become.
That's it. Like, if you got a kink, right? Or you do think it's immune beneficial. Look, every 6 months there's photos that will pop up in Twitter of some woman breastfeeding an older toddler, like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, or sometimes 7 to 10-year-old. Ugh. And everyone will criticize her, but it's like, okay, you want to do that. I guess that's a choice you can make for your family. That's a health choice. It's a little creepy, but maybe not in fucking public. Steven's Wrath says, hey, it's lead attorney. Oh, sheesh. Nicholas says Muhammad improved. And Bill Dozer says, what's happening? Oh, milkers. Milkers. Literally milkers.
Coming over to tell the couple what she really thinks.
How did you feel when you saw us do it? Come on. I always wanted to breastfeed my children because I feel like breast milk is the best. And I love the bond that I have with all of my children.
You want the rest of that? Let me get the rest of that.
Just pump it into a bottle. That girl's getting old.
I originally started breastfeeding my husband, Alex, on a cruise years ago. I forgot my breast pump. And at the time, I was currently breastfeeding my daughter, Aria. I mean, there was no other way of getting the release of milk that I needed.
She gets engorged and she has extra milk, extra lactation.
It was actually recommended by...
She's got extra. What are we going to do? She's got extra. What are we going to do with all this extra milk? We're going to throw it out. Bulldozer, still not banned here, says, remember that woman was on the cover of Time a while ago for breastfeeding her preteen son? Bulldozer says, got to cut him off at some point. Ewan Fairmere says, would play in a mud hole, I think is the term. Okay. And Demon's Wrath said, yeah, like you guys never did this. Sanglin 86 said, Bulldozer, more like having his wife feed his friend so she didn't cheat on him. Oh, no. Groper says, Alex is a man-child. Yep. Bulldozer said, just helping her out. Ewan Fairmere says, milk is for the baby so he grows strong and tall. And then Ewan Fairmere says, not adults. It's fucked when adults eat a baby's food. Look, I mean, he says there's health benefits to him. She says she has extra. I mean, but pump it into a glass or a bottle. Like, the man literally doesn't need to be latched onto your breast. And for God's sakes, the 3-year-old girl doesn't need to be latched onto your breast at this point.
By his family member. And at the time, I thought it was
use a container.
It ended up being the best thing. He practically saved my life, I like to say.
Saved a life.
I went home. There was no more milk. My daughter was weaned off. And then when my son was born, it started up again.
So, you know, I take care of business the way that I did before.
So the daughter was already weaned off, and then she has the baby boy, and the daughter starts sucking the boobies again. It's hard not to judge at this point, folks. This is love, don't judge, but now I'm judging. Like, you already took the steps to wean the little girl off, to get the little girl to drink out of containers. And now you're putting your titty in her face again.
Hope you're thirsty.
Let's do this. The benefits that I feel like I've experienced is I feel like I got clearer skin. I feel like it's helped my immune system. I haven't really gotten sick in the past.
Clearer skin.
I feel like it clears my mind. You know what I'm saying? More of like a meditation thing.
It looks that clear to me from here.
Is it a fetish?
It is not a fetish. A lot of people think it's a fetish, but it doesn't lead to anything sexual. He just likes.
Then put it in a container. It's not a fetish. There's nothing sexual about it. then use a goddamn mug or a glass or a bottle. Jesus fuck.
My milk, just how some people like, cow's milk. He just likes my personal milk.
Feel better? So right now we both are content creators, and
Yes, Groiper, it's a kink for them, pedo-ish. Bill Dozer says absolutely a fetish. And he's giving away the plot right here. I paused it at the perfect point here because we're gonna get right back into it. I feel like it clears my mind fucking right. While exactly Demon's Wrath. Oh yeah, still not banned here. Yeah, if it's not a fetish, then why doesn't she drink her own? Why does the man need the benefits and the baby and the daughter? Everyone in the family's drinking it because it's so wholesome and good. Right? How often does she take that floppy titty and stick it up in her own face? But we're content creators. So we feel the need to make content about my wife's titties. But it's totally not a fetish, totally not sexual.
I'm a musician, so I make music.
Milk float, milk float, milk float, milk float.
I made a song called Milk Flow. It was just me saying, we just doing us, you know what I mean? We was just dancing around.
Can you sing me a little bit of it?
They see me getting litty lately. Oh yeah, they say they want to smoke, but yeah, let me demonstrate it. I'm savvy on tap, dancing on a real hater. Oh, they really see me now. Yeah, they see me later. Steve Harvey know the vibes. Yeah, really on my man, I messed up. But
Steve Harvey knows the vibes.
Say he know the vibes. Steve Harvey on my side. I don't care about no replies, dog. I can't even lie.
We decided to share that we breastfeed online. I mean, it wasn't really a thought. I was already doing YouTube and documenting my everyday life. So sharing it didn't feel any different.
obviously, we got a lot of attention for it. It just comes with the nature
Here
of
comes the
telling your
OnlyFans.
story.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's positive. People speak and troll and hate on us about it, but that just is what it is. It's a part of the game. So you are sick, weird, disturbing.
Yes.
Give it to me.
Why are you filming this?
Online. I don't know why they felt the need to publicize this in the media.
We're sharing. We're sharing. Come on.
You don't share around here.
Seems like a sort of force.
You don't share.
Breastfeeding a grown man.
It's the baby. Share with the baby.
Where was your child that she's supposed to feed? Which that's another common one, and it's he feeds first.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one's one of my favorites too. Sick.
And we got a good one. Here's a good one at
Here's
the
one
end. I bet his,
positive
and that's crazy. This one got the most likes.
Yeah.
I bet his immune system is untouchable.
I agree. Guys, do you like drawing more or coloring more?
Now I will say this, right? If we were having that instead of the Pfizer in your arm, I mean, I don't know. But come on. Put it in a glass. Put it in a glass. That's all I'm saying. Put it in a mug, put it in a glass, pump it into a bottle, whatever you got to do.
Oh, coloring more. We have 3 children. Our oldest, Troy, is 7. Our middle daughter is Aria. She's 6. You want to draw something else? Maybe draw a heart. And then we have our youngest, Matthew, who's 2.
Who's better at coloring, mom or dad?
This one. Mommy?
Please tell me the older boy
What else would you like to
isn't
draw?
latched on to.
All right, how about Troy?
I do not breastfeed in front of my children. I think it's just between me and my husband. So it's something that we keep private. All right, guys. We're going to do one snack, okay? So cookies, Cheetos, or Doritos. Which one?
Wait, who asked for Cheetos? You're just doing it in front of the
Did you ask for the Cheetos?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Do you think that this
Or is that
could
the
impact
editing?
kids in the future if they see it online?
I don't believe it would impact them.
Oh, they all say that. They all fucking say that. My kids are grown, right? I wouldn't even be doing this show if my kids were young. Do you think your kids will be impacted if they see your titty in your daddy's mouth?
in the future, if this is going to impact them on their future, I believe it will be in a very positive way. They're going to learn from it, and they're going to milk the situation.
Okay, but again, Bill Dozer, like we just covered, yeah, he's not doing it in front of the kids necessarily. But what happens when that kid's old enough to get on Love Don't Judge on YouTube? And now, oh wait, why is mommy's chest in daddy's mouth?
Hey guys, what's going on?
On the internet.
My sister name is Ziki. She's a prominent businesswoman, has her food truck business.
Oh, food truck.
And she's gonna cook us
Hey, we got some extra
meals
milk you
off
could.
of her food truck.
I hope y'all didn't eat yet.
No, we're ready. We're ready. When she first heard about me and Rachel doing this breastfeeding stuff, it was one of those things that she didn't understand. She's not super against it, but she's like against it.
When you guys told
Not
me about the
super against it,
breastfeeding
just
thing,
against it.
it's just, you almost wonder, am I related to Alexander?
How did you feel when you saw us do it?
I felt disgusted. Oh my God, Alexander's my brother. And I still feel disgusted. So I appreciate if you do not do it around me. You know, I still love y'all. I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me.
Could you have imagined ever breastfeeding your partner?
I've never considered feeding my husband on my breast, and I will never consider that. Like, that is just, and if my partner came.
Okay, so now we're going the other way, right? We're going from completely degenerate to, oh, I'm just so, I could never imagine. Yeah, she's done it. She's done it. 60%, she's done it. Hell, I've done it once. But you're not going to find videos of me on the internet with my face buried in my ex's chest. It's something we did in a private moment in our bedroom because hey, it's leaking. There you go. But we do that. We did those kind of things when she wasn't producing milk. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, I could never imagine. Yeah, you've done it. 60% guaranteed.
To me and say, hey, you know what, your brother's doing it, yada yada yada. I'm gonna tell him go find Rachel.
All right, so Monique, how do you feel?
As you say, don't knock it till you try it. It's your thing. I
don't knock it till you try it.
Understandable.
Sometimes I'm scared.
Look, we're not knocking the trying. We're knocking the, why are you doing it so much, so openly, and this, just the way you're doing it. We're not knocking you for doing it. We're knocking you for the way you're doing it.
For y'all, right? When I see people just being nasty in the comments, but I know that you guys are built
we don't
for
like
it, right?
seeing people being nasty on the internet.
We
Content
milk
creators,
every situation.
we milk every situation.
So you put on cereal?
Every situation.
I haven't put on cereal yet.
I have a little bit different view, but still, it doesn't make me love you less, right? You guys are amazing. To each his own, but I think what you're putting out there is a lot.
Yeah.
A little bit too much, and
but we always have fun. We always come together
and have
as
each
one,
other's back.
and there we go. So
why is she speaking about the other couple as we?
Family, even if we have different
viewpoints.
Different viewpoints.
Different opinions.
Yeah.
All right, so are you guys ready?
Ready, I've been ready.
Crab aioli. I have got truffle chicken.
Okay, now this has just become an advertisement for this
with your
chick's
stomach.
food
You may
truck.
have to get some breast milk when you're done, right? You go, Matthew.
Matthew is getting weaned off the breast milk.
Breastfeeding stopping soon. The way I feel about it is,
hey,
it's like a bittersweet moment.
Okay, well, Alexander, You gotta
the baby no more
reminisce on the
Patty.
milk because soon it'll be gone. It's gonna
The
be
internet
dry. It's gonna be
wins.
sad.
It's
Dry.
I'm gonna be so sad.
Then maybe you can do almond milk, right? Maybe that's
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Milk Buzzer's got a point. They do go extra for these shows. All right, there we have it. Shout out to mammary glands. You know, regardless of what some people do with them, they truly are a gift from God. That they make so many people happy and create so much life sustenance. And like they said, you know, they boost the immune system, so much health. The mammary gland is an amazing machine of God. Still not bad. Here says, imagine the neighbors telling their kids, no, stay away from the milking family. Sangland says, don't knock Sodom till you take some brimstone to the face. Bulldozer says, this is my favorite segment. Mild, it gets me chuckling. You know, that's the point. We cover a lot of really horrifying things on the show. And we talk about media narratives and liars. And, you know, one way I just like to say, you know, love don't judge to me is one of the easiest ways to point out when somebody's being disingenuous about their argument. Now, our media does it every single day in almost every single article. Every news story, there's a spin. There's a disingenuous narrative behind it. And that's why I like the Love Don't Judge, because we get to watch these and be like, okay, we don't disagree in principle, but you're disingenuous in your narrative. And I like Love Don't Judge because, yeah, it is over the top. It is funny, but, you know, gotta love the titties, man. Anyway, as always, see, where's the thing? Here's the ticker. As always, please do me a favor, click that like button on your way out. Helps with the algorithms. And let's see. Before I wrap the show up, let me see if I can't find somebody to raid here in the live section of Rumble. Live. Let me just do this. Let's do it as a team. Let's do it as a team. Start the screen share here. Let's find somebody to raid together here. We got Master Swag King going right now. We got a live Trump rally on Right Side Broadcasting, but they don't need help with the viewers. Let me click view all real quick and see what we got. Red Pill News, Fox News Live. I'd prefer someone around like 50 to 100 viewers, but fuck it. I think I'll do Swag King. We'll do the MSK show here. We'll rate.
Massaging the girl just starts putting her fingers in.
Okay, maybe we don't want to raid that one. Holy shit. Maybe we don't want to. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, wait. Due Diligence 1. He live right now? Oh, by the way, we got Rusty Rivers in the chat. Well, I got the banner over my face, but I'll give you your toast anyway. Cheers and welcome. Not find a Due Diligence 1. Let me try the search. There we go. Yep. Okay. So he's live. He's got 10 viewers. Yeah, we can do that.
We're losing the rhinos. Is anybody surprised by that? Yeah. You know, these are the same.
Okay. So yeah, we'll raid him. I'll go ahead and stop screen share there. And where is... I've lost my own damn channel here. I'm going to streamline this at some point. There I am. Okay. All right, folks. So, yes, please hit the like button. If you're new here, please follow. Share me on other platforms. Singlet said light mode is a bane. Yeah, I know, folks. I need to fix that. I got dark mode on every other device. It's just my home computer. And to be honest, I was tipped off that my little Ring camera, I don't like white light on my Ring camera. And so I'm trying not to look flushed out. So the light mode does kind of help with some things. It gets shady on the camera. But anyway, so yeah, please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow me on all the other platforms down in the description. Yeah, until next time, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, outlast those haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do, rub that shit in real good. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I'll catch you next time on Miles Culture Plate, which should be this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. Same bat time, same bat channel. Come on in, say hi in the chat, get your toast. See you then. Good night.